It's week 4 of the National Football League, and it's presented. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you're starting to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 15 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken 1st overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
The numbers for Williams a week ago: 13 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And the Rams at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody.
Now Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. This pass left side to Downs. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic.
Richardson looking to throw this. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Williams.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end.
Now it's Richardson.
A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Touchdown, Colts! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Anthony Richardson and the offense back out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A little short pass. This is Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can
throw. You saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Right off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Stafford.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Throwing is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Barney, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Now Richardson throwing to start the drive.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Back to the air with Richardson.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Brock Purdy with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. The Colts got a strong first half from their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A gain of 3, second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. In motion comes the tight end left. Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Richardson looking to throw this. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now the first carry here for the running back.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
In motion goes the tight end.
Here's Richardson to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Richardson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Stafford.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken at around the 40. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Richardson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Colts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taken what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The football going back to the Rams now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
That is caught,
and they move this all the way down to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hand off now to Robinson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
Now it's Richardson.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Indianapolis, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.